School bus from
Welcome to our school.
Let's just go with them and I'll tell you their results afterwards if they don't share them with us. So go ahead, take it away, team. We'd love to hear from you.
Good morning from Nepal and good evening in the United States. I am Rajan, a co-director of Collaborative Schools Network (CSN), which adopts and manages the struggling public schools in Nepal. I think it's also the pioneer organization that's working in this kinds of public-private partnership model in coordination with the local governments in the country. So as we see, there's a crisis in the public education system in Nepal, by which I also mean that almost and around 70% of kids who go to public schools, they drop out by the time they reach grade 8. So I think the problem is because either they don't get quality education in primary level, or the management of primary level is very low or poor in most of the public schools in the country, and that's why I think collaborative schools network exists. So we basically, look after the day-to-day management of the schools we are managing right now, and we mostly support, public school government teachers and the schools to improve their quality of teaching in their lessons every day. So currently, I think we are working in 5 schools in coordination with local governments of like 2 different municipalities in Kathmandu. And today, I think we'll be showing and sharing you the kinds of activities we are doing in our schools, and mostly how we have been supporting our teachers and schools during this pandemic time. So here we go with Sagendra.
Hello, Namaste. Uh, it's me, Sabindra, Collaborative Schools Network. Thank you so much for watching live. So I will briefly share our impact and what kind of learning activities we have been doing during this pandemic time. So in the context of Nepal, we can see the student number is massively decreasing in public schools, especially in the primary level. But in the schools where we have been working, we are very happy and proud to say that our student enrollment is increased by more than 400%. So it shows if we can provide quality education and better management, then it's possible to increase student number even in public schools. Not only student number, we are also having better attendance. If we see our national data, uh, student attendance in the primary level is less than 70%, but in our schools we are having more than 93 student attendance. So it means our students are getting more learning time. So that's very good news for us. Our main agenda is to provide quality education. So for that, in primary level and pre-primary level, we have been introducing different kind of literacy and numeracy programs, and it's been very helpful. But because of this COVID-19 pandemic, we are also facing lots of challenges. The government of Nepal announced lockdown in the month of March. I think since then most of the schools are still closed. But we have been continuing learning activities from the very first day of lockdown. So you can see our learning pack, this one. So this is a home learning pack we have designed and developed at the time of lockdown. It's very cheap and easy to produce. So that time we have distributed this learning pack to all our students. So they have learned from home using this home learning pack. Uh, that's another good news is not only with our students, we worked with more than 12 municipalities and distributed this learning pack for more than 13,000 students. And once the lockdown is finished, we realized just providing home learning pack is not sufficient. Our students were not getting quality education. Then quickly we have started small group face-to-face teaching. At that time it was really challenging even calling students at schools. but we maintain all health issues, and we have started small group uh, teaching activities in our schools. So right now we are also in one of our partner schools, and we will show you in the classroom how we have been doing this small group face-to-face teaching activities. So our school leader Jyoti will take you in the classroom, and we will see in detail.
Namaste, I am Jyoti Gautam and I am a school leader at Banuday. I'm quite happy to share what is happening in our school with you. Uh, 5 years ago, when CSN adopted Banuday, there were only 15 students at the school and it was about to be shut down. And after 5 years, when we look at it today, there are over 200 students, and that is quite a significant rise in our government funded school. And I feel very happy for being a part of that team. I feel so proud of that. Okay, so now I would like to take you all to a short tour to our classroom. Uh, let's go. Uh, Actually, we are calling the students in two different shifts where not more than 10 students will come at a time. And this is grade one. This is grade one, and the students are learning about the body parts. As you can see, we have focused on the sanitary measures. When they enter the school, their temperature and it's checked, and their hands are sanitized. And the sanitation occurs during the classroom, when the classroom is running, and also when they are going back to home. And in the class, they are requested to wear the face shields so that they are safe, and as well as all of the students are safe from the so they can stay safe from the chances of getting COVID. As you can see, they are learning about body parts, and they are working on the worksheets that we have prepared. Uh, Thank you, ma'am. Uh, Now, let's go talk to one of our teachers. Namaste, Tanisha, ma'am.
Namaste and hello to everyone.
Can you please introduce yourself?
I'm Samitha Shrestha and I'm working as a city coordinator in this school.
It's quite a different time than when we were running our school beforehand. Like the situations are quite different. So can you please share like how has it been different, or how has your experience been during this time?
Okay, thank you for the question, madam. It is quite challenging in this condition, and we have distributed our weekly learning package at first, but the students were not able to learn properly. So we started face to face learning in small groups. Uh, so it has been effective for students learning. So we are also teaching sanitation habits in face to face classes. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing, Talisha ma'am. Now we also have one of our parents with us. Let's go talk to her. Namaste.
Namaste.
Can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Pratibha Pokhriel. My child name is Osika Sundas. Um, Now she's studying in class 2.
Like our child is studying in grade 2 right now, and so I would like to ask you, like as a parent, it must have been difficult to send the child at first because we are scared for the safety and all that. So what made you trust our school, or what convinced you to send your child even during this COVID-19 pandemic? Can you please share?
First of all, and we are all parents is very frightened about this COVID-19. So मलाई पनि डर लागिरहेको थियो होइन अब स्कुलमा बच्चालाई पठाउनको लागि देन लास्ट टाइम स्कुलले धेरै अब सेफ्टी मेजरहरू अपनाएर चाहिँ बच्चा अब हामीलाई जुन प्रोभाइड गरिदिनु भएको छ बच्चाहरूलाई दिनुभएको छ अनि जुन लर्निङ प्र्याक्टिसहरू पनि डिफ्रेन्ट तरिकाले पनि यहाँ पढाइरहनु भएको छ होइन त्यस कारणले चाहिँ अहिले हामीलाई कुनै डर छैन हामीले पनि अप्नाइरहेको छौँ र स्कुलले चाहिँ धेरै कुराहरू हामीलाई वितरण गरिदिएर अनि पढाउने तरिका पनि चेन्ज गरेर पढाइरहनु भएको छ बच्चाहरूलाई उनीहरू घरमा बसिरहँदाखेरि एकदम लेजी भएको थियो पढ्नलाई पनि तर अहिले चाहिँ बच्चाहरू पनि स्कुल आउनलाई आतुर हुन्छन् कि खुसी हुन्छन् अनि स्कुलबाट पढाएका कुराहरू यति सजिलोसँग बुझ्ने उनीहरू जुन अहिलेको जुन माइन्ड स्कुल जाउँ कहिले जाउँ भएको थियो त्यही माहौलमा स्कुलले अब यस्तो डर लाग्दो बेलामा पनि यस्तो धेरै सेफ्टी मेजर टुल्सहरू चाहिँ हामीलाई वितरण गरिदिएर बच्चालाई बोलाएर पढाउनु भएको छ यो कन्डिसनमा पनि त्यस कारणले चाहिँ अहिले हामीलाई डर छैन बच्चालाई स्कुल पठाउन बच्चाहरू पनि खुसी छन् राम्रोसँग पढेका छन् अब हामीलाई कुनै डर छैन धन्यवाद
What she is sharing that at first they were, all of us were quite frightened due to the condition, and when we first requested our parents, when we first talked to her about running face-to-face classes, then she was quite doubtful about it because it's her child's safety. And when we got to talk to her time and again, when she came and visited the school, she saw the safety protocols that we were following, from the mask and sanitizer, and how strict, how serious we were about that, and that made her convinced that she began to trust that the school will take as good care of her child's safety in school as she would do that at her home. And also, she also added that when we were sending learning packs, then her child Oshika, it was she was not learning as much as she would have liked. And after sending to school, she has seen the shift. Like she's quite actively doing her own work, and she is very eager to come to school, happy to come to school, and she has seen that shift in her child as well. And
स्कुल जानलाई पनि एकदम खुसी हुन्छ र अहिले चाहिँ एकदमै
and she's quite happy.
सेफ्टी छन् मलाई पनि कुनै डाउट छैन स्कुल पठाउनलाई
She's sharing that her daughter as well as she is very happy to send Oshika. Both of them are very happy to be. Both of them are quite happy that her daughter is coming to school even during this time. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Now let's talk briefly to our principal sir, our head teacher. Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
Namaste. He is our head teacher. Sorry, आफ्नो परिचय दिदिनु न. Please introduce yourself.
मेरो नाम बहादुर महर्जन र म यस स्कुलमा प्रभावक रूपमा काम गर्दैछु
सरले चाहिँ अब हामीले जसरी यो क्लासेसहरू रन गरेर जाँदैछौँ नि अनि त्यो अब सानो सानो ग्रुपमा भइदिनु बच्चाहरूले चाहिँ सिकाइरहेको छौँ सरलाई चाहिँ यसको बारेमा केही कुरा राखिदिनु मन छ I'm asking him to share something about how he feels when we are conducting teaching learning, even during this difficult time, how we are doing this. I'm asking him to say something about it.
यो अहिलेको अवस्थालाई हेरेर हामीले क्लास सञ्चालन गरेका छौँ यो महालक्ष्मी नगरपालिकामा सरकारी स्कुल जम्मा 15वटा छन्
So he's saying that whatever we are doing looking at the current situation. And in this Mahalakshmi municipality, the municipality that the school is situated in, there are 15 government funded schools.
त्यो 15वटा स्कुलमा पनि अब राम्रोसँग सञ्चालन भइरहेको छैन र सञ्चालन भए तापनि माथिल्लो क्लास कक्षा 8, 9, 10 सम्म मात्रै क्लास सञ्चालन भइरहेको छ उहाँहरूको
So what he's saying is that in these 15 schools, the students have been deprived of the proper learning opportunities. Although some schools are trying, some of the schools are conducting teaching learning activities in alternative ways. What he's saying is that they are focusing on the higher grades, that is grade 8, 9, and 10, and the small children, the small students, the primary level has been neglected.
त्यसमा चाहिँ अब हामीले हुन त पहिलेदेखि नै सञ्चालन गर्दै आएको अहिले अब यसपटक चाहिँ हामीले कक्षा नर्सरी इसिडीदेखि कक्षा 7 सम्म नै हामीले सानो सानो ग्रुप बोलाएर सञ्चालन गरिरहेका छौँ।
Unlike other schools who are focusing on higher grades, in our school we are very happy to be including all of our students from class to grade nursery to grade 7. All of the students are coming in small space and they are getting the learning opportunity.
यो कक्षा सञ्चालन गर्नको लागि हामीले विद्यालय व्यवस्थापन समितिको बैठक राखेका छौँ।
To run these classes, like we have been collaborating, we have been regularly discussing it with our school management committee as well.
त्यो अब विद्यालय व्यवस्थापन समितिको बैठक राखेका उहाँहरूको सल्लाह अनुसार हामीले गरिरहेका छौँ।
Also consulted regularly with our parents. All that we have been doing is by taking their only after taking their consent, and they have consented to send their child in this model to learn in this model, and after that only we have started doing it.
अब अन्तमा भन्नुपर्दाखेरि अब यस स्कुलमा चाहिँ प्रभुको नाताले भन्नुपर्दा अभिभावकहरू र विद्यार्थीहरूको खुसी नै अब हाम्रो स्कुल परिवारको खुसी ठान्दछु र साथै म पनि खुसी नै छु।
He's saying that happy with how we have been facilitating teaching learning even during this COVID-19 pandemic, and also like the happiness of parents, the happiness of students makes all the school family happy as well. And he's also saying that he feels happy and proud to be able to be conducting teaching learning even during this difficult time. Thank you, sir. I'll be taking you to another class. So this is grade 2 that I'll be you.
Okay. One, top and bottom, in between, strong hands together, neat and clean, Thank you. Thank you.
And everybody say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, sit down. Sit down.
Yeah, so we would like to thank actually GoPhil for supporting Collaborative Schools Network. GoPhil also has, I think, very happy to be able to manage the schools like that. And in this pandemic situation, it's a very challenging moment for all of us. However, our teachers and schools and the whole team has been able to conduct the classes and convince parents to send their kids with all the kinds of safety measures that we are applying here. Teachers, our whole CSM team, which have been supporting us. Yeah, so this is all that we've been doing today. I hope you have seen the things we are conducting in our schools. And thank you, Jyoti, for taking guide in the school today.
Thank you for coming with me.
Thank you.
And there's Sagendra. Sagendra, go and say thanks.
Okay, thank you so much for watching live, and this is how we have been doing activities even during pandemic. So we will continue our learning for students. Thank you so much.
Oh. Okay, I guess they're gone. I was going to ask a question or two. Very good. Very really interesting and darling children.